Here we are going to learn about the animation. So let's start the animation of germination of seed. Now here we have to take the first step as custom document and create. So as you can see, a particular Docker has been activated. That is the animation Docker timeline. So that you will activate it via the Docker and the animation timeline. So as I was already working on an animation, so it is appearing. So it will not be there if you haven't worked on an animation before. So you have to go through this particular step, that settings, Dockers, and animation timeline you have to select. Once you have to done that, then take a gradient tool because we are going to make the germination of seed. So we'll make a blue color first of all. So just resize the whole panel first and then use the gradient tool to create a sky effect. So this is the blue sky effect I have given. Now on this sky effect only, I will prepare the ground. So for that, I will take the brown color and then go for my brushes. So as it is not there appearing, I will go to the Dockers and activate my brush preset. Okay, it is coming already, so it must be hidden somewhere. So we have to just make it appear over here, or we can take it from here also. So as we can see here, one of these brushes. So I will just try to use this particular brush first to test it. What I'm doing always is that increase the brush size and increase the pain also and just put it here. So I'll put a light stroke first of all. If I feel that this is good, then I will go ahead. So here I want it a little more different. So let me go to the brush preset and find out and take this one. I want it a little bit grainier. So let me try this particular brush out here now. So this I'm finding little better and increasing my brush size, I will just create a bigger tool of it. So grounds generally they are not very solid in color. So we can just have it little granular, little patchy, and we make it. You can take a different tool also. That is up to you. Now we will take a different solid brush and little darker color. Now in this case, since this is another overlapping drawing I'm making, I might erase or something. So I will go and use my new layer. Okay, I will add a new layer. So as it seems to be, yeah, so I have clicked it here so I can get a new layer. Now in this new layer, go to the next timeline. So here also create a blank frame first of all, and then go to the next layer, that is the layer 2. There you create a blank frame. In this blank frame, we will be making the drawing of the seed. So let us just zoom a bit so that I can get a perfect seed drawing. Always be careful to put the appropriate brush with you. So on a bean shape, I'm going to make a seed. So now zooming out. So this is looking perfect. This is looking okay, nice. So again, I will be making a particular adding a layer to give that sprout kind of a look. You can just give a gap and create the blank frame also. So on the layer number 3, I am making the sprout of the little those root which comes out of a seed that we are going to make. So here, as I can see, I have to increase the brush a little more. So let's zoom in again and bring in the seed over here. So let's go to the brush and then we can just broaden it a bit. I feel that it will be looking nice. And with a lighter shade, give this little structure which actually grows out of the seed. Now in this particular layer, you have to then again create a blank layer over here. So here I am not giving any drawing and I am again adding a layer. In this fourth layer, come to this particular level and again create a blank layer, blank frame. So whatever frames you are creating, that will be captured in your animation. So here now again I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to take a structure for that particular growth of the stem or the little sprout or the little plant which comes out of a seed that we are going to make. So either you can take a different brush, but I will continue with the same brush. So here what I will do now in this particular structure, I will just now make the little growth. So this much I am doing in this frame and then again I will create a blank frame, one more blank frame and I will activate. This is an onion skin. I will activate. So which gives me an impression. So here what will happen that to continue the growth of it. So I will just again on the structure, I will continue the next part of it. Now here what I will do is that I will add one more layer to it. So after adding one more layer, I will grow the leaves on this. So I can take a little lighter shade to grow the leaves. And here I will just increase the size of it. And I can now draw the structure of the leaf by minimizing my brush. So for that, in any form, you can create the leaves. So here now I will the blank frame I have created and then I will create a duplicate blank frame. So the blank frame was created here. So I will just remove the frame and pull the frame and here I will just so this layer is right now, as I can see, the layers are not coming very good or properly. So here I will create the leaf all over again. So you have to be very careful where you are drawing. A small mistake can create more problems. So let's see it and we can play and duplicate this particular frame. The previous leaf's drawing will be there and further the leaf will grow up. And coming on to this particular frame also, which was my previous stem color. So I will grow some more leaf over here also in the beginning. So for this also I can create a blank frame and here also I can create some structure of leaves. So we can finally play the whole animation in between also and see whether it's coming fine or not. So till now you can see in the timeline the numbers, the number of frame which you have visualized. So till now we have just done till the seventh frame. So from the 0 to the ninth frame I will play it. Keep the frame rate as 3. Slower the frame rate, the better it will be visualizing. With a faster frame rate, it will be very much fast. So we can play the animation. So right now we will just stop the animation. Now as I can see here, there is some. So what are we seeing? Let's see once more. So the final stems also we have to be drawing over here. So after finishing the whole thing, it will become me proper. So let's stop it now and let's come to this particular structure. So here we have not duplicated the stem. So probably that is the reason this is the structure of the tool, and this particular structure also we have to duplicate over here. So that is why that is the reason it is not continuing the next structure also. So duplicate the frame. So we can just duplicate the frames here, and finally we can get the structure what we have it here. So the stem, as I can see here in this particular layer, so this layer is not showing us the stem over here. So we can just check and make that particular stem all over again, which can give us a little different look for the drawing of the plant. So we are in the green color, so but which is not the same green color, but it's fine if we have the different green color also. So now we can remove this particular frame, and let's try duplicating this particular frame also. So copy the keyframe and we can paste it here also. So though it's not coming, so let's make it all over again so that the stem is over there. Now we can just go up in the fifth layer, activate that particular layer, add one more layer. Now in this particular layer, what we are going to do is to make a flower. So that is our main aim. Finally, the plant is blooming and then there is a flower on top. So you can take the brush over here and we will just make the flower. So this is the bud flower and you can give little strokes to it. And this is how we will finish the making of the flower. After this, you can add one more structure that is for the sun. So, so the sun we can draw over here. So create a blank frame and we can use our circle tool and color for the sun which we can take like this. So we can just draw our little sun over here. Use the opacity tool to decrease the glow of it and use the brushes. So on the next keyframe, so here just create a blank, create a duplicate frame, and then you can give some strokes to it. So let's close this. This we don't need. So from here we can take some shades for the brush. Say for example, if I take this or say for example, little bit of shady thing, you can try it here. Yeah. So in any way you can make the sun glow or shine like that. So let me come to this part and I can just increase the opacity to little brighter and the shade we can keep it like this. Now we can try again changing the frame rate and the click end to 15. Let the frame rate be 5 or 3 and we will play the animation from here. So you can definitely modify the diagram So as you can see, the flower is appearing right at the beginning. So there is a particular problem I feel over with this particular frame. So we can go back to the layer number 6. So this is the layer number 6, which is the flower. It got duplicated. So we can remove this particular keyframe. And let's see what happens now. So this is how you can make an animation. Now next what you have to do is that you will save this particular file. So saving is basically rendering the animation. So here the 0 to 15 is coming already. Frame rate is coming to 3. And then you change it to GIF file. So we will always make it as a GIF file and you can make it as an MP4 file also. So for MP4 file, this is the MPEG version you will take. And this is the GIF file version, which will be useful. And you can just use a particular folder to download this particular document. So as I will suggest you to keep all your work in a proper place in one of the folders and give a file name and save the file as a GIF file. So once that is done, so these windows will come and go to your download area and the folder like I have saved it here. This is the file name GER I had given. So double click and you can see the animation. So it is almost looking very nice, like we duplicated it and then the thing grew and all. So you can make the changes as per the keyframes. So what you have to remember, what you have to take care is basically the keyframes. So without putting any frame as a keyframe or a blank frame, you will not be able to make an animation. So all the stages has to be created. So something which is very much overlaying on one image onto the other. So for that you can use different layers. And otherwise for repetition work, you can work on the same layer. Like say for example, I will suggest that you can take this stem in one single layer, though we actually wanted to show the growth and all of the plant and somehow again a transformation of the stem structure also. So we here made it up a 3 layer. So this onion skin, it gives a very nice impression, like what are the different stages, which you have the formed or you have drawn the art of it. So via onion skin, you can check it. So this is all about the animation.